I heard a lot of clients asking me what they can do when their employees didn't want to show up to work anymore. I had certain clients that, the culture of their business, they were like, well, the employees are living their best life, and if they don't want to come back, okay. Now, fast forward a couple weeks, they're not feeling like that anymore.
My name is Blaine Pacelli. I'm a local real estate agent in Los Angeles, California, and I am with Melissa Centeno, who is a lawyer in Los Angeles. With everything that's going on, how is business going for you? How is it affecting your business?
Yeah, well, thanks, Blaine, and thank you for this interview. It's affected it a lot. It's been tough. Trying my best to guide employers to make sure that they're protecting their employees and their workforce, but at the same time, they're trying to protect the actual survival of business itself, if that's possible. So I did have a lot of clients that were asking, what can we do if our employees don't want to come back? But in the midst of all this, we ended up having the close downs again.
Now, could that be a possible lawsuit? I mean, if you're not going to hire, back an employee that doesn't want to work at the present time, but maybe in a month or so, if things get better?
There's so many layers to answering that question, not only because of the original patchwork of laws, but now with coronavirus, we've had federal laws and state laws that implicate employees that are technically on leave. But once they passed the Coronavirus Relief Act, it expanded those requirements to cover basically every employer. So no matter how many employees you had, you would have to provide, the equivalent of the Federal Medical Leave Act leave for employees that were impacted by coronavirus, whether directly, through somebody that they're caring for, through a child that couldn't go to school anymore, which was pretty much all the kids. So, for employers, that was also a big challenge, because does this mean that essentially all of my employees can now say, I need to take leave and I need to pay them while also having this 25% reduction or more in my business? So it's like those things collide. And I understand the intentions behind the law, but sometimes the actual consequences, you can't see them until it plays out.
A lot of businesses run month to month, paycheck to paycheck, and all that stuff. And so how are these people surviving? I don't understand. I think for the commercial business, there's going to be a lot of commercial properties available in the next few months to a year, because if these tenants can't pay their mortgage because they're not open and the landlords aren't getting that money, and they can't pay that bank statement, what's going to happen?
Yeah, and it is a lot of hard stuff right now. But I think that there is also a lot of hope, and there is a positive light that I think people should focus on. And that is entrepreneurs that are out there finding ways to fill needs anyway, or finding ways to actually transition their businesses from the original models to new models that work in the post-COVID world. And that for me has been really great and really a positive thing. There's so much, the employment issues and all these laws that are being passed, but there's also people that are innovating. I have a client that had a gym and was doing all this fitness stuff, but she also had been developing a software that she kind of had been doing for a couple years. Once COVID hit and she had to close down her gym, she ended up dedicating herself completely to fully developing the software. And now she is patenting it, as well as opening up a new corporation for a virtual fitness coach, essentially. And she's working together with her husband, who used to do catering for events, which is not really happening anymore, to do a food delivery to go in tandem with her fitness program. So both of them are starting a corporation together. He's a chef. He's going to provide the delivered meals, healthy meals, while she has the software for the virtual fitness.
I wish her luck. I hope it works out. We can adapt, but I just hope that everyone can adapt, because I just feel really, we're going to get another $1,200 check possibly, how long is that going to last? No, I appreciate you coming on today and talking about that. I'm sure a lot of people are interested. You just have to do what you can to survive, and hopefully it's legal.
Yeah, and for those businesses that are surviving or that have been deemed, essential or part of like a critical infrastructure, there's still a lot of compliance for those businesses that are still surviving and still making it. So you really got to be careful that you are following the protocols that they've laid out for your employees and how you're supposed to keep them safe if they are coming to work.
Let me ask you this. How can the people get a hold of you, or what kind of social media do you have and so forth?
Yeah, definitely. Well, a couple of ways. You can go to my website, centenolawfirm.com. I'm also on Facebook. If you search Centeno Corporate Counsel, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram as well, although that's more of my personal account.
I've seen some of it, yes.
Or you can reach me by phone, 562-455-4404. And if you know how to contact Blaine, he knows how to reach me.
So I highly recommend Melissa. I've known her for a while, and she does an amazing job for a lot of people I know. If you need a business attorney, please get a hold of her. You can't go wrong. I hope this was informative. My name is Blaine Pacelli, and how can I help you?